Hello everybody, this is Monster Tech here, back with another video. And today's video is about the new Mac Mini. This is 5 things to know about the new Mac Mini before you buy it. So the new Mac Mini released on the October 30th event, the More in the Making event. It's still available for pre-orders, and I'm just going to tell you 5 things to know before you buy it. So we're just going to start it off with the first thing to know, which is the processor and stuff. So with the new Mac Minis, you can get 8th generation 6-core or quad-core processors. You start off with the $799 version with a quad-core processor, but it's an i3. It's not an i5, not even an i5. It's just an i3, but it is a 3.6 gigahertz quad-core i3. And the base model also comes with 8 gigs of memory and integrated graphics and 128 gigabytes of SSD. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is the graphics. So with any of the Mac Mini versions, you cannot get any dedicated graphics. They are all integrated graphics. So this is pretty bad. You should be able to get dedicated graphics on Mac Mini, especially if you're going to max it out to around $4,100. You should get some form of dedicated graphics, but unfortunately you just get integrated graphics. So that's a bummer, and that's number 2. And number 3 would be I/O. So with the I/O, it's most of it's new. It's really cool now. So first, the things that are still there in the same form is the headphone jack, which is getting increasingly rare on Apple products now, and USB 3. But that's where the similarities end. So now they have HDMI 2 on it, and they have Thunderbolt 3 on it, which uses the USB-C connector. The previous Mac Mini had Thunderbolt 2, which used a mini DisplayPort connector. And also the Ethernet, while it still comes in a gigabit jack, you can also get it with 10 gigabit Ethernet. This is much better than previous generation, so now you can get it up to 10 gigabit Ethernet. This is insane. So this is really cool. And with the Thunderbolt 3, you can eliminate the graphics problem by connecting external GPUs. And you can also run up to 2 4K displays, and you can charge stuff from any of the Thunderbolt ports, and you can also transfer data up to 40 gigabit a second. That's number 3. Number 4, the server. You can assemble the Mac Mini in a variety of like numbers. So you can basically create a server with it, and the good thing about this is if you have a Mac Mini server, it will still work with the new one since it is the same physical dimensions as the previous generation, and pretty much the same dimensions as anyone from 2010 or after. So this is number 4. And number 5 would be the RAM. So Mac Mini comes with 8 gigs of RAM for any of the configurations, any of the standard configurations. Now if you look on their pricing sheet, you pay a lot of money for the RAM upgrades. So for example, you have to pay $200 more to upgrade to 16 gigs from 8 gigs. And if you upgrade from 16 gigs, it's an extra $200. And if you want to upgrade to 32 gigabytes from 8 gigabytes, that's $600. And if you want to upgrade to 64 gigabytes from 8 gigabytes, it is all the way at $1,400. Now, the Mac Mini has removable RAM, so you can save a lot of money by buying your own RAM and sticking it in by yourself. So you can save a lot of money, especially on the higher gigabyte, like 32 and 64. You can save a lot of money by buying your own chips and just plopping them in by yourself instead of paying Apple the really high prices to upgrade it, for them to upgrade it for you. So this is 5 things to know about the new MacBook the new Mac Mini actually. So this is a monster tech video. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.